Welcome back, guys, to Warriors news and a lot to break down. Mate, a lot happened yesterday and this morning, from what I can see. But I'm in the car. Sorry, I can't do the full production on the computer, but we got to capture the news while it's there. Firstly, Alofia Campera sounds like he's going to be done on a 2-year deal, or it has been signed, waiting for the club to do their official announcement. I suppose that will come within the next couple of hours, or maybe next day or two. David Riccio reporting it. I haven't seen the details of it, but 2 years for me sounds as though, look, there's an investment plan there. Maybe he starts in cup. Maybe he goes straight in. Maybe he looks at it as an upgrade on. Let's see what happens in the wing position. But 2 years is a not a long term. They're not fully committing him, to a long term deal. But it seems as though, look, we want to really try you out. We're going to give you 2 years. And maybe this is the last year for Dallin next year. For me personally, I would prefer, um, you know, AKP coming straight away. But we'll have to wait and see. Does Roger hold his spot? Does Roger move early? Who knows what's happening? But there's a lot to weigh up there. Again, I've always said a guy that scored 53 tries out of 54 games isn't necessarily going to sit in cup, is he? But then again, there's the argument that his defensive deficiencies, his errors, was holding him back, even worse than Dallin, which is frighteningly quite scary if that's the case. But again, what can a preseason do? You just never know with Webby. His preseasons, he cleans up a lot of their guys and gets them running. So we're interested to see what happens there. It's official. It sounds like now. I know he went through the stadium tour and did all that stuff previously, but sounds like it's officially on paper. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments. I know probably given some time to think about it as the season ended. Speed. I just think of speed, outright finishing, and speed is potent. It can be used as a weapon. Even as if someone's got speed on the outside, maybe the winger holds on the outside, and then that allows for the center to score. If you have threats in every position, then that creates confusion or those types of things for defenders. With Alafai Khan speed, who knows what they could possibly do. Anyway, interested to see what you guys think about that. The next one is Harry Inch. First time I've heard this name, first time I read about it, but this sounds like a kid that's potentially going to be signed. I don't know what age group he might be in. Maybe he's going in at Cup. But Harry Inch, for those that don't know, and what I briefly know, and anyone in the comments, please put in more details because I don't know all the details. He sounds like he's a rugby union convert that was highly touted from Nelson College, I believe, went into the Tasman Markles system and was actually looked at as definitely being the next Crusaders 10 or number 12 there, which is saying heaps, isn't it? I mean, we know the number 10s that have played first fives at the Crusader is a massive position. Whoever holds that, Richie Moonga, Andrew Mertens through the years. I'm trying to think of all the other ones, but that's a pretty touted position, the number 10 position in rugby, and to have that as earmarked that he was going to be that guy. But now reports are saying that he's going to sign a deal with the Warriors. In fact, the year before he was going to sign with the Warriors, but the Crusaders somehow kept him. Now the Warriors have come back and said, no, we want you again. And it seems as though he's on his way here to Mount Smart. A lot of potential there. I mean, when you're talking about union converts, we're usually talking about wingers, fullbacks, sevens players with more in terms of wingers, centers, fullback. But this sounds like an actual genuine playmaker. This will be very interesting. Could this be the next 7 or 6 for the club? Is he a development player? We've got quite a bit of halves. And now we've got Jylan Nain coming in. We've got Jet Cleary. Does that mean maybe Jet Cleary or Luke Hanson, one of them, go? You got Tanner Boyd there. There's a ton of halves. If he's going to fit in as a half? We'll have to wait and see. But looks like might be a running 5'8". I have no idea. I'm just making stuff up. But those in the pit chat that know about Harry Inch, put it in there. Put it in the comments, please. I'd like to learn more about him. But that's a very interesting story that's coming about, and it sounds as though that's going to happen. We'll have to wait and see and get more on that. And lastly, from what I've seen, Nuuausala. The girl that played up at Broncos has signed a 2-year deal, I think, or maybe a 3-year deal, to come over to the Wahine. Wow. Again, we've taken 3 off the Broncos, off the premiership winning Broncos there, and that looks like a very meaty, hearty um, front row right there. You got Harata Butler, you got potential for Nuuausala to start there. You got Ivana Lauitiiti off the bench. You got Matakino Gray there. It's a big forward pack you're looking at the moment, size wise. Nuuausala just has that drive, that power through contact, post contact meters. Minutes and yardage seem very solid when you look at the statistically. I didn't watch much of her this year, but when I watched her in the Fetu Samoa last year, which I think she's playing again this year, it looks as though she'll be massive again. Like so, I honestly very very excited to see what she brings. This 4 pack that Ron's got to work with next year, it's shaping up to be very very powerful at the moment. So look, that's a massive signing. Again, they brought in Hufanga and Nuuausala, bring that premiership experience. They add that layer to the rest in the club that have had that level. Leishon Jones, they won premierships that know what it takes. So let's hoping that's adding to the experience and levels and the girls that are coming through development. I can't wait to see her performances, and even in the Pacific Championships, I'm no doubt she will bring the energy there for Fetu Samoa. And then lastly, reports are that we're still 1 or 2 away from some more quality signings for the NRLW team. There looks as though there's going to be 2 more. Um, and I've got people messaging me saying, look, they're going to be big ones. So, and they'll be announced next week. So, if those are the rumours, let's wait and see. Is it a Portia Woodman? Is it who's the other one? I don't forgot all the names, but the one that played at the Broncos last year. I know you guys in the comments will mention it. But let's wait and see. Are they union convicts or are they again from NRLW established clubs? It would be very very exciting to see. I was critical of the recruitment phase of the Warriors NRLW this year. I thought initially when I'm talking like February March this year, I was like, what's happening? We're not getting many quality signings over. What I've seen now, what Ron's been able to do to just get development girls, develop talents like Lauitiiti, develop talents like Taki Moana, and get other girls that weren't known even in the high levels of union, I suppose, but to kind of really get them through has been a credit to him. And now he's getting some quality, and we know Ron's a 2-time premiership winning coach with quality when he had Tamika Upton and all those girls there. You know what he can do with quality. So that's a very exciting prospect. But that, guys, is pretty much the updates I have so far. Look, a lot of little movements. AKP, you know me, say AKP. It might be the new. You down with AKP? Yeah, you know me. But do you guys like it? Some it's not. Some are really against that. But for me, out and out speed, the team's crying for it. But we'll see. We have to wait and see how that eventuates. This Harry Inch, I thought someone was playing a prank on me and say, Harry Inch is, how there's like play on words, Harry Inch or Seymour Butts. I was thinking, is that an actual name? But it is Harry Inch. So, but he sounds like a prospect. Let me know what you think about that. And Nuuausala, the NRLW team, is shaping up pretty quickly. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe as always to Eyes Up TV. We'll catch you on the flip side. Any more news that comes out, we'll try our best to report. But up to us, stay safe.